Welcome in, everybody. Let's go over and say hi to Mama Andi because I'm really excited to start this painting tonight.
Good night, everybody. Happy Easter. I hope you got lots of good chocolates and lots of loves this Easter day. Um, it's very nice to spend extra time with friends and family, that's for sure. And like Andy said, we are going to be doing a little Easter themed painting tonight, which is a little bunny. And of course, as always, you can make this painting your own. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can change up the colors. You can make the bunny brown, whatever color you want. You can change the color in the sky as well. It's all totally up to you. I would love to see everybody's input and output of these little paintings that we do once a month. And any ideas, you can throw them along to Andi anytime in her little
Discord,
place she would.
absolutely. Discord or chat is always welcome.
Yes, for sure. Oh my goodness. And it's a very limited color palette tonight, which is wonderful. And I am using Deco Art, mainly acrylic, Crafters Acrylic, which is just a student grade paint. And the colors are white, black, pink, and I have two blues. I chose two blues because I wasn't sure on which blue I was going to use. So
I
I
also
just
have
have a
two.
tropical blue and a peacock blue. I might mix the two of them together and add a little bit white. The sky is not too dark, so we don't want to go too dark. We kind of want to make it a little Easter colors, pastel colors. And I am using a 9 by 12 canvas board at my local Dollarama. I buy those, and it's just a very thin board, hard board, but canvas on top. And these I find are really smooth. They're not, but when you do paint on them, they do kind of buckle sometimes. I find they warp. So I don't normally use them per se as to do anything special with these. These are perfect for teaching classes on. They're very inexpensive. So, and I find they're a little better than the multimedia paper, but each their own, of course. And as well, if there's any bumps or whatever, you can get a little piece of sandpaper, fine piece of sandpaper, and sand that off. But mine feels pretty good. But I'm going to take my large brush here now, and I'm just going to wet it down and take the bit of excess water. I'm just going to kind of just wet my canvas board because I find sometimes these canvas boards, they don't soak up the paint as well as the stretch canvas ones do. So I'm just going to wet it down a little bit here just to help because I find it dries out the brush or the paint very quickly. So just wet it a little bit. And if you find that if yours is too wet, you can always just damp it off, damp the excess off with a piece of paper towel, of course. Just give it a little dampsy downer. And I'm going to, with my tropical blue, and remember if your paint has been sitting a while, I always shake it. I'm just going to put a little bit out. You don't need a lot. You need more, of course, you add as you go. I don't always put out a lot of paint because I find sometimes I have paint left over and it's very wasteful, and paint is not very cheap anymore. So I put out two of those colors, and I'm going to put out a bit of white. And I'm just going to mix those colors together. Actually, I don't even have to really mix them together. I'm just going to put the two colors on my brush and a bit of white and give her. That way, too, you also can have a bit of different colors all throughout your sky, which you have clouds and different variations of sky color sometimes. See how I mean? Like the paint is not really getting down into those grooves. You kind of got to really push it down there. Wet my brush again. So keep that in mind if you buy those canvas boards that they're very nice for learning on as well. Like, you know, instead of buying those very expensive canvases, and then you're kind of just practicing, and then, you know, these are perfect for that.
I will also say in the ears, I do see a little bit of brown, so I did add the color brown
Oh, yeah.
in the list of colors that you gave me. When I posted it on Discord, I did put brown in there just in case anyone did want to put a brown undertone in the shading of the ears, or even like in the bunny itself. There are some like brown undertones under the white, so I did add that in the material list.
Thank you so much, Andy. That was a good catch.
I forgot to shake my paint.
And what happened? Did you get oil?
Yes.
Yeah. Great thing about these canvas boards as well, you don't have to worry about doing the edges because you kind of get the edges too. Yeah. Sure, my lights just flickered.
I do like that gradient so far, though. It's nice.
Okay, so I'm going to dry that now with the hair dryer. So, the bunny. So, it's about, the head I say is about 3/4 up. Approximately top of the head is there. The 3/4 of the way. And then we have an ear that probably goes up there. Well, then the other one just tipped down. So tip down is about bottom part, and then the top part is about 3/4 of the way up there, approximately. So we just gotta. And his head is about like here and here maybe.
And if anyone is painting along at home, we do have a sketch in the Discord, which I will put that in the chat just in case you are not in there, if you wanted to start along with us tonight.
The bunny might be wanted. And the bottom part of his ear, of course, was kind of just like open faced. You got your point up here. on the other one. Just your fluffies here. Just imagine you got your fluffies down here. And you got your fluffies. Why don't you just give yourself a reference? Of course, we'll put in the ears and that after. The ears, sorry, the eyes. So you can just wipe off the lines that you don't want, or you can leave them. You can wipe them off after. The paint just will absorb that chalk, so it's just no worries. Just a damp brush if you want. And with any adjustments while you're painting, you can certainly just adjust it while you're painting. There we go. And let me see. I think I will do the ears. So you said there's brown in there too, didn't you?
Yeah, there's a little bit of brown in the ears, and I'm noticing even in some of the fur as well, like in the bottom left and the top right, especially like the top ear, right ear. So I might even paint like a thin brown, light brown, tanny color, like underneath my white.
Get my brown here. Don't forget to shake your paint.
Or you'll have a very watery mess.
Yeah. Oily mess. I'll put in a bit of pink and a bit of that brown, and I'm going to put it up another bit of white because my white is all full of blue paint. And I think I'm going to grab the medium flat. And as per usual, we'll wet our brush. And I'm going to pick up my brown and a bit of white. And I did put a little bit of pink in it. And that's what our undertone is going to be for the ear. Pink, bit of brown, a bit of white. I'll wet my brush again. As like I say, if you do use these boards, you will find that your paint will get dry quicker, I find, but it's still okay for painting outdoors.
I'm gonna need to make a song that's called "Shake Your Paint," so that I remember to shake my paint. Shake, 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 shake your paint, shake your paint, woo woo woo.
Yeah. Not shake it off, shake it off.
for any of my
Now I'm
Swifties.
gonna dry that. Now, just gonna get my paint. This pink is called Cotton Candy, and it's under the brand name Acrylic. It's still student grade paint.
Would you like to talk about a little bit about what that means, if you know? Because I don't know what student grade means.
Student grade means it's pretty much just for crafts, like kid crafts, just like low grade crafting, right? It's not a professional paint, it's no handy to it. It's a great paint for learning with and such. It'll help you blend better and stuff. Because like as your grade goes up, your paint gets thicker and harder. I can say harder to work with, but like if you don't have practice blending and stuff, I find if you're gonna go with, like, say, a professional grade paint, which is a very thick, creamy paint, you probably might get a little more frustrated with it because it's a little more technical to work with. So
Absolutely.
yeah, and it got more pigment. It's a very, very pigmented paint, and pigment is your color, right? And your like, say, this pink that I'm using here now, if I had the same color in a professional grade, the pink would be so vibrant.
Right. And yes, Sim, it is acrylic painting that we are using tonight.
Yes, and it's a liquid acrylic. Sorry, acrylic. Now we're gonna pick up a bit of that pink and a little bit of that brown on corner. And with the brown outside, we're going to and just go up the ear a little bit and twist your bristles kind of like that, and then just with the pink side. And we want some down here. So with the brown on one corner and the pink on the other, with the brown side to the bottom. And just with the brown, we're just going to flick it up a bit here. Clean my brush.
That looks nice.
Just all brown this time.
The only pink I have is Tutti Frutti, so I'm gonna mix a lot of white with it.
Tutti Frutti. Alright, so I'm gonna go on up. That brown goes all the way up on the side. And as you get up, put a bit of pink on top here just to just dry up there. So I'm just going to put a bit of pink top down, and then I'm going to put a bit of brown in it because it comes down a bit on top there. And then with the pink side, blend it in a bit. Take my brush, pink again. Just going to come up to that brown just to soften a bit. Blend it in with my fingers. There we go.
Ooh, looks nice.
Then we got white, and with the brush a little bit wet, just a little bit damp. We don't want too wet. Clean up on my paper towel here. Very lightly. Right here. Then we're going to do the same with the other side. So with pink on one corner and brown on the other, we're going to do the bottom part. So the bottom left. Goes right on up. And just pink on my brush here now. And then again.
Can you say that again?
A bit of white.
Okay.
Did you get
Yeah, there was a little bit
the
of
same?
lag, so I didn't hear what you said. But we got you now.
That one don't have as much white, I don't think, as the other side.
No, it seems to be more shadowed by the ear being flop.
Being flipped.
Flop.
I just picked up another little tiny bit of brown there and just brought it up a little further. I'll pick up another little tiny bit because I kind of got white on there. Go. Now we'll dry that. So Andy, you said you were going to do yours brown undertone, or just up on just in
Yep.
certain places?
I have it, the whole bunny painted in as like that, like a very like tan brown color.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do mine a light gray.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put in some black, probably too much, and some white. I'm just gonna mix the gray, and I'm gonna use my bigger flat brush. And so I am going to go in the direction of the strokes. So what I'm going to, of the fur, sorry. So the fur on the face is kind of going this way. Oh, and then this way. So then we got our eye right here. So we got to take it in account. I don't want to. Well, I guess I can put in the eye after. I don't have to really worry about that too much, I don't think. No. So the direction of the fur. And then we got the direction of the fur this way. Okay, from the goes up. Kind of just help you visualize here now. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint this in solid, such as, but when I get to the sides here, I'm going to pay attention that just kind of just go out with a little bit of floofies. Put this inside here, but I still want it in the direction, my brush strokes in the direction of the way that the fur is going.
Makes sense.
So up here and then out here. So when we get to the edges, you don't want, just don't go out too far, as I don't want that bottom, that base color sticking out too much. So longer. Still want, like I said, I still want my brush strokes going the same way. I get out here and just gotta make sure. And the reason I'm doing the bottom part first is because my fur is going over my ears here. So I figured I'd just get that in there. But what I'm going to do, Andi, is I think I'm going to, with a little bit of brown after, I might go in and base coat over with brown in certain areas.
Okay, that sounds good.
So, oh, in my brush here now. So I'll mix a bit of brown. I think, you know something? I think I'm going to mix a little bit of that pink in with it too. A bit of white. And where? Probably right here a little bit. Just in certain areas here. And maybe just a little bit right here. And maybe just a bit right there. Don't want it everywhere. Just here and there. And maybe just a little tad right here. And a little bit. Just right there. There we go. Should be good. Now, the dryer. Now, what should I do? So, we will just get our white. Just load up your brush. And I'm going to start here. So, consider so his nose is approximately here. So from his nose up, it's going to go this way. So I'm just kind of using right on the chisel edge of my brush. So I don't want it like, say, solid, even if sometimes if that under base coat is showing, I don't mind at all. So we have a little bit of pink there, so I kind of want a little bit of that showing through. So I'm going to pay more attention. So where you want it, like say if you got different color base coat, so wherever you want that showing through, just pay a little bit more attention to your how much paint you're putting on there so that it can kind of shine through there. And of course you can go different directions with your paintbrush as well to give it a little bit more depth here. So like I say, as you're going to keep in mind which way you want your brush strokes, which way you want your fur to lie. Like I say, it's up this way and then it lies out that way. So keep that in mind too. Yes, for sure. And of course you can have his, like I say, you can make this painting your own, of course. You can have the fur as long, as short, as funky as you like. You can have a funky bunny.
He looks so fluffy.
Don't he? He look right fluffy. This part here is a little bit more, time consuming, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And before we went live, Andy and I, we were talking about the painting, and I also mentioned about maybe like if you can make your bunny a little tiny bit more compact, smaller, and maybe have his little paws hanging out over, look like he's looking out over something. He's all cute.
Yeah, I like it. Cute aggression is a thing.
What?
Cute aggression. Where you get like, I can squeeze it. It's called cute aggression. Where you just want to like squeeze it to death. Because it's so cute. It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Trying to get his little fluffy cheeks fluffier. Kind of just make sure that they're, you can see his little cheekies. Yeah. His ears. base Cody's ears now. Let me see. So we have just a little bit of fluffies hanging out here. And it's going in over the ear a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to get my medium brush for that. We didn't use the small one, or the smaller one. I put it there because I like to make sure I got the enough paint brushes around. Now, so just a little tiny bit of puppies. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. Sometimes if you got an old gruffy brush too, it helps you out too with certain brush strokes, I find too. Because this one is doing better fluffies than the other one. Oh, I just covered up my brown.
Oops.
Oopsie-doo. So these parts up here are really, really long, really floofied. So I'm paying attention, like I say, to the direction. And it goes right off the canvas here. And so we got a little bit, just barely over the ear, just a little bit here. Right off the canvas. Down. There's bare there. Bit of piece there. There we go. Now do the other one. Do the other. Oh my goodness. So just got a little bit. Just a little bit all the way up this one. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit. Side here. So far it goes over the ear here. And then I just go there.
I'm using an angled brush because I use an angled brush for almost everything.
Yeah, there's artist that I watch, and she uses an angle brush a lot too.
I like the control it gives me. Like for these, like I'm like dragging like the very like tip at the front, like how it's angled. I'm just like putting the tip
Yep.
down and then dragging it. and swooping and doing that motion over and over. And I find that's more consistent than like a very wide brush, because then you get almost like it looks like hairs, you know?
Yeah, true.
But that's just me. Like, I love how yours is coming out too, so it's just how everybody paints.
Oh, that's true. It's what anyone is comfortable with and whatnot. Yeah. Now.
Oh, the white is popping out of my page. Woo!
Oh, woohoo!
Wow. Yeah, the white is like popping.
In the nose first, around the edges. Oh, sorry, excuse me. No, I think I'm gonna put his nose up a little further. His little mouthy got to go in there. He's really sad.
Can have a sad bunny.
Oh, I'm making too sad. Now, his cheeky is right there, so that's where his eye. That's there.
I know that you can't hear the music, but the music that's playing on stream right now always makes me feel like I'm in like France or like Paris or something.
I can't hear it now.
I don't know what it is. It got like that little vibe to it. Whatever instrument, I guess, is being played.
All right. Now, I'm gonna go. Paint his nose.
I hope you get good.
So I'm mixing a bit of brown and a bit of pink for the nose. Same as I did with for the ears. Oop, doesn't seem like my paint. You're right. Just put in a little bit of white. It seems like didn't want to cover for some reason. That's better. Now, right down in the bottom part of his eye, right here is white. Do do do. And I'm just going to use just a chisel edge of my brush here. Line. Line. A little dot. Now his eyes is popping. Do his nose again. And with that little detail brush, liner brush or whatever, I'm going to pick up a bit of black. And his eyelashes.
I like the way you did your eyes.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me, pencil, you're in the way.
think mine are very, like, even on the face, but I think I like that about it.
Now I gotta turn it around because this is backwards to me.
Whatever you gotta do.
Now, nose has a little outline. There we go. Well,
You gonna add something to the top?
happy Easter.
Very cute.
I'm going to sign right down here. Mama Andi. And that is our little bunny Easter tutorial.
Thank you, Mama Andi.
You are so welcome. I hope everybody
Oh, you go ahead.
enjoyed it, and I hope you have fun painting it.
Yes.
And I hope you learn as you go. And
Absolutely.
hopefully our next one will be just as productive and just as fun.
Everybody, thank you for coming tonight, and I also hope that you have fun. And thank you, Mama Andi, for coming out tonight to host the painting tutorial. Good night, Mama Andi. We'll see everybody when we return.